Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the College of San Mateo here in sunny, beautiful San Mateo, California. About 80 degrees here on this Tuesday evening. The San Francisco Seagulls taking on the Menlo Park Legends here in this one. Hi, everyone. I am Cameron Anderson on the call here, and let's quickly take a look at the starting lineup for the Menlo Park Legends. It will be Logan Musey in center field, followed by Evan Bilter in right. Jordan Crawford DHing and hitting third once again today, followed by JP Avila in left. Emmett Finney, who hit a solo shot yesterday, is getting the start at first and batting fifth. Kevin Shea at second base, Max Shore behind the dish. Kanan Treese at third, Josh Quinn at short, and the man on the mound, Reese Leck for the Menlo Park Legends. Now let's take a look at the visiting San Francisco Seagulls, and it follows and looks like this. Matt Moreno at third base, Shane Stanley behind the dish, Kai Holm hitting third and playing short, Josh Algren in the cleanup spot, manning center field, Nav Sundar at first, Ryan Lordier DHing today, Ethan Rohn at second, Landry and left, Logan Hart in right, and Owen Gallegos on the mound for the San Francisco Seagulls.
The third baseman, number 15, Matt Moreno.
All right, we are getting underway here for first pitch. Matt Moreno leading things off against Reese Leck, the 6'1" right-hander from Las Vegas, Nevada. Went to Palo Verde High School and a junior at UNLV. Takes a look at ball one inside as first pitch officially at 5:04. It is 80 degrees here in San Mateo. Sun beating down here. In his senior year, he threw 34 and 2/3 innings pitched with a 2.42 ERA and won first-team All-State as a right-handed pitcher and was a 5A Desert Pitcher of the Year. He's made 23 appearances out of the bullpen as he lands that one in there for strike two. 1-2 on Moreno. Made 23 appearances out of the bullpen in 2 seasons at UNLV, throwing 21 1/3 innings pitched, 12 Ks, and a 7.59 ERA. Swing and a miss on what looked like it might have been a cut fastball. Moreno's down swinging for the first out.
Batting second, the catcher, number 34, Shane Stanley.
So, with one out, that'll bring up Shane Stanley doing the catching duties today as well. He DH'd yesterday and hit in the 8-hole. Now hitting second. That one runs inside and gets him, though. Looks like that ran in on his left elbow. And so the Seagulls have a one-out base runner.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 6, Kai Holm.
Kai Holm hitting third and playing short as he usually does. Still tied on the team for the most RBIs with 9. First pitch in there, strike one. He also has the third highest batting average on the team. Good start to the summer for him. Popped up, fouled back.
Very quickly to Kai Holm, the shortstop. Lewitt looking to bounce back after hitting Stanley first pitch.
0-2 on Holm. The Redwood City native takes a look at strike three. That cutter expanded the zone a little bit right there.
Batting fourth, center fielder.
So a couple of punch outs here for Leck, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter today, Josh Algren. Getting the start in center field, pinch hit yesterday, late in that blowout, which the Seagulls were only able to muster 2 hits. And that was definitely a struggle fest if you're a Seagulls fan. Algren was born in Japan, played in 7 different countries before coming back to the States at 14. Went to King's Academy High School and then had a huge year at Ohlone. This is his 3rd year with the Seagulls. He's hit over 300 in his 3-year tenure. This one fouled and just out of reach of the third baseman, Treese, ranging into foul territory.
Look for the rest of the field right now for Menlo Park. First base, Emmett Finney. Second base, Kevin Shea. Shortstop is Josh Quinn. Third baseman is Kenny Treese. And from left to right in the outfield, it'll be James
1-1 on Algren.
Evan Bilter. Reese Lewitt. Third pitch of the at-bat to Algren. Misses the zone.
The 1-1 misses outside, 2-1.
Lewitt wrapped up his sophomore year at UNLV.
Here's the 2-1, and that one catches the corner. Great spot as he hits the outside corner with the cut fastball. Now 2-2 on Algren.
Really something we've seen a lot.
The 2-2 outside, 3-2.
Menlo Park, the legacy and the legends, guys being used all around as
And
bullpen
be crucial to get Algren on base and utilize his lethal speed. This one foul tipped, went back to the cutter. Josh just missed it. Stanley was on the move with 2 gone and a full count. Algren comes into this one hitting 194, trying to get it going with the bat.
checking in on the Shane Stanley over there. Lewitt this year, pretty impressive for the Legends. 2.29 ERA. Struck out 20 batters.
Here's a ground ball to short. Shortstop on to first base. And that is Josh Quinn over there at short. He makes the play for the 3rd out. So runner on first after the hit by pitch. But that's all the Seagulls can get here in the top of the 1st. We head to the bottom of the 1st. Still tied, 0-0. Home half of the 1st here in San Mateo, and it's right-hander Owen Gallegos getting the start for the Seagulls, the 6-foot right-hander from Newark, went to Newark High School, City College of San Francisco, and just completed his junior year at Cal State East Bay. He's a 3-sport high school athlete playing baseball, water polo, and he wrestled. In 2021, as a senior, he was named Varsity Baseball MVP, Athlete of the Year, and won the White Sweater Award. In his 2 seasons at CCSF, he made 27 starts, going 9-11, 4.72 ERA with 139 punchouts in 158 innings. And then just spent the spring at Cal State East Bay, in which he made 5 appearances, throwing just under 19 innings, and struck out 10 batters. First batter, Treese, grounds it over to Moreno at third, on to first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. So, excuse me, not Treese, Musey is retired. The center fielder who's leading off today grounds out to third to kick things off. And here's the right fielder, Evan Bilter. First pitch in there, strike 1 to Bilter. Bilter went to Foothill High School and just finished his freshman year at Colorado School of Mines. Played 3 years of varsity football and baseball while at Foothill. In 54 career games, he hit .411 with 13 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, and 45 RBIs as Gallegos paints that outside corner. It's 1-2 on Bilter. This spring, Bilter hit .426, 17 doubles, and 2 homers. At Colorado School of Mines, Gallegos just misses low with the off-speed, 2-2. 2-2, and heads up for the Legends dugout. Wow, that one went right by head coach and guys on the bench right there. Try the 2-2 again. Big looping breaking ball. Stays inside. Ball 3.
Count now after the ball inside the filter. Job coming back in the count here. He has great plate vision. Menlo Park this summer.
The 3-2 and misses low. Ball 4 just misses low. Thought he might have been rung up right there. Instead, it's ball 4.
Batting third, designated hitter, number 32, Jordan Crawford.
Here's the first baseman, number 32, Jordan Crawford. Got the start in the 3-hole and DH'd yesterday. Crawford has been red hot to start the summer, hitting over 400 for the Legends as he takes that one high, ball 1. The 6'3" left-hander from Las Vegas, Nevada, went to Centennial High School, Southwestern Oregon Community College, and is a senior at Mid-American Christian University. Swing and a miss on the fastball inside. Crawford hit .252 with 2 doubles, 2 triples, and a homer while at Southwestern Oregon CC. And this spring hit .243 with a double, 7 RBIs, and just 37 at-bats. So not a whole lot of college experience for Crawford, but for some reason this summer he has been swinging a hot bat. This one gets through into right field as it gets by the second baseman, Roan. And now runners at first and second with 1 out.
Batting fourth, left fielder, number 30, J.P. Avila.
1 out knock for Crawford. And here comes J.P. Avila, who was also the cleanup hitter yesterday. Avila had a sac fly. Yesterday. Rolls this one foul, 0-1. Avila from San Carlos, went to Carlmont High School and has spent 2 years at Kenyatta. Hit .253 with 3 doubles and 2 homers in his senior year at Carlmont. As he hits this one into left field, Landry will take a couple steps back and make the catch. Runner at second fakes the tag. That's Bilter, but he's going to head back after the strong throw from Landry. So Avila, hard contact, but nothing to show for it. Now 2 are gone after the fly out to left field. And with 2 gone, it's going to bring up Emmett Finney, who's wearing number 44 today. Finney had a solo shot in yesterday's game off of Jackson Moore in the bottom of the 8th, albeit it was what you would call garbage time.
That went 410 feet, so another hard hit ball that went very far, much further than you're used to seeing in the CCL.
0-1 breaking ball, and it gets through.
Great series again.
Bilter's going to round third. He's going to come home. Throw is cut off by Moreno at third. It's 1-0 Legends after the RBI knock from Emmett Finney.
Batting sixth, second baseman, number 15, Kevin Shea.
So Bilter comes in to score from second. Crawford moves up 90 feet on the single. Runners on first and second once again with 2 outs. And here's the second baseman, Kevin Shea. Shea also from San Carlos and went to Carmont High School. And went to Paris Junior College and is a senior at USF. 0-1 misses. 1-1. Shea hit .328 while at Carmont High School, and in his sophomore year at Paris JC, he hit .308 in 45 games, including a 7-game hit streak. He rolls this one over to Roan, though. Roan flipped to first in plenty of time for the third out. 1 run comes across on 2 hits here in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the top of the second, 1-0. Nav Sundar set to lead it off for the Seagulls here in the top of the second. Takes a look at ball 1, low and outside. Sundar getting the start at first base. He started at third base yesterday, primarily a first baseman though. All over this one, but just out in front as it one hops the wall, but in foul territory. Sundar went 0 for 4 today, a couple of flyouts and a couple of ground outs. But he was not alone, as like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Seagulls were able to just muster 2 hits as an offense, as they're absolutely shut down by this Legends pitching staff. This is the 4th game these two teams have played each other so far this summer, and the Legends have won all 3 so far. So the Seagulls trying to get their get back, as every CCL North team outside of the San Luis Obispo Blues, the Seagulls will play 7 times. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice slider there from the right-hander. Third punch out of the ball game so far
Batting 6, designated
by
hitter,
Lueck.
number 17, Ryan Lordier.
In steps Ryan Lordier, DHing today, and leads the team in batting average. The only guy on the squad hitting over 300. Another slider, and Lordier fouls it back. Strike 1. Lordier went to Cappuccino High School and just finished his sophomore year at West Valley JC. He holds up. They're going to peel to first, but definitely held up right there. 1-1. Lordier, 423, 393, and 474 batting averages in his 3 years on varsity, his sophomore, junior, and senior year. Takes a look at another just miss outside, 2-1. Good eye there from Lordier. Lordier played in 89 games, for West Valley. As that one runs inside, drawing 3-1. He hit 356 with 21 doubles, 6 triples, 4 homers, and drove in 71 runs in those 2 seasons at West Valley JC. Down the middle, Lordier gets under it and hits a routine fly ball to Musey in center, and there's 2 gone here in the top of the second.
Batting 7, second baseman, number 26, Ethan Roan.
2 down here in the top of the second, and that'll bring up Ethan Roan, the 6-foot infielder, and has also played some corner outfield for the Seagulls so far. Takes a look at ball 1. He appealed at first. They're going to say he went around, actually, so that is strike 1. Didn't seem like he went around right there, but slider, Roan, way out in front, rolls it foul. Ethan Roan just finished his sophomore year at Murray State Community College, or Murray State JC, where Coach Dom coached and recruited some of these out-of-state guys. 1-2 on Roan. Roan hit 311 in his senior year with 9 doubles, drove in 23 runs. Foul tips this one off of the glove of the catcher Shore, so Roan will see another. Hit 344 in his sophomore season at Murray State, which was this spring. Had 6 homers and 41 RBIs. And he also had a 6-game multi-hit game streak. That one way up and in, 2-2. Roan has one of the 2 home runs this summer for the Seagulls. The Seagulls coming to this one with just 17 extra base hits in 16 games. So the power is something that has definitely, not to put too much pressure on guys like Ethan Roan and Nav Sundar, but they are sort of the power in this lineup as he's out in front once again, past the third baseman, and lands foul. Seagulls this season have been really good in terms of plate discipline and vision, as this one again rolled foul. The Seagulls are currently 4th in walks drawn as an offense. Just one walk, behind the third place team, who have actually played more games. Among teams that have played 16 games, they are in second place. Try the 2-2 again, and he pops it up. Third baseman coming in, and he will not be able to make the play. It lands fair. So Treese unable to make the play, and Not quite sure if the sun had a huge part in that because the sun is sort of behind him into foul territory, if you will, down the third base line. So Seagulls catch a break right there on the error by the third baseman. And here's Isaiah Landry.
Landry went 1 for 4. He's only one of 2 guys for San Francisco who got a hit yesterday. Oh, wow.
And wow.
Good way to come back here from
If Lueck can hit that spot all game, and that cutter is ending up several inches off the plate, but he's getting that strike call. This is going to be a tough night for the Seagulls. Strike 3. Landry's down on 3 pitches, and he just got ejected. So Isaiah Landry looked back on the first pitch, looking back to the umpire as if, where did that one hit? And seemed a little upset with every single pitch right there. I will say the second pitch and first pitch were definitely iffy. That third one was a good spot from my vantage point here. So Coach Dom will have a word with the home plate umpire, but Landry thrown out here in the top of the second. We'll be back in the bottom of the second, and the Seagulls are going to need a new left fielder. Bottom of the second, Gallegos still on the mound, surrendered 1 run in the bottom of the first. And back here for the second, Gallegos came into this one with 5 appearances, 7 innings pitched, 10 hits, 8 earned runs, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts, and currently coming into this one a 10.29 ERA. So tough start for him so far this summer. He's trying to turn it around, and we'll see if he's able to work deep into this one. And Gallegos, who was at Cal State East Bay and still at Cal State East Bay with pitchers like Dwyer Lewis and Nick Balch. I mean, in his 2 seasons at CCSF, he made 27 starts and threw 158 in the third innings pitched. So, obviously here in the summer, you don't want to work guys too hard as they're trying to just get some work before they head for their spring season or even fall maybe. Looks like home plate umpire is barking at the Coach Dom. Sends out warnings to Coach Dom, who clearly home plate umpire is disgruntled here early. One and 0 here on Max Shore. Gallegos sets and fires, misses low. So the Seagulls could not use any extra disadvantages as this one is hit into left field. Is it a fair ball? No, it's foul. Just left, a couple inches shy of being extra bases for Max Shore. From Palm Desert, went to Palm Desert High School, Riverside JC, and is a redshirt junior at Fresno State. 4 years on varsity, and it had a career .312 average with 12 doubles, a triple, 3 homers, and 60 RBIs. And then he hit .290 with 6 doubles and 23 RBIs at Riverside. Played in just 1 game this spring at Fresno State. Here's a grounder to third. Moreno fields it cleanly. His throw to first is just off the bag, and no, Sundar unable to reel that one in as it was wide of the bag. Thought Sundar was able to still catch it and keep his foot on the bag. Instead, goes down the first baseline. Right fielder Logan Hart, luckily over there to back it up. But Shore heads up, able to take second base on the throwing error. So a error by the Legends third baseman in the top of the second after the dropped pop-up in the infield, and then a throwing error from the Seagulls third baseman on the throw. Breaking ball lands it, strike one to Cannon Treese.
Treese with a runner on second. Yesterday's game, only had one at bat, was unable to reach base. 0-1 to him.
0-1, and this is hit into left center field. Shore didn't have a huge jump on it. Tinsley, the brand new left fielder, will come up firing. It won't be cut off. It's going to get by Stanley. So I failed to mention Andrew Tinsley came in to play left field for Isaiah Landry, who was ejected in the top of the second. We know, or those of you that have been watching Seagulls baseball know, Tinsley has an arm out there and left, throwing out many runners this summer so far. That time, threw it a little high of his cutoff, so the runner, Cannon Treese, who hit that single, was able to advance to second on the throw. So now Gallegos in a little bit of trouble. 1-0 Legends with runners on second and third for Josh Quinn.
Menlo Park. Pass sprint for Cal Lufer. Hit 283. He waits the 0-1 pitch.
0-1 from Gallegos. In the dirt, gets by Stanley, and almost scoots into the visiting dugout. 1 run will score.
Will now be 2-0 here.
So Shore comes in, and it's 2-0 Menlo Park. Treese advances to third. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second.
Still early in the contest, has to be said, but the Legends just continuing the trend of this series.
Home plate umpire going to say there's a strike on that one. It's like Quinn might have went around. So 0-2, no outs, runner on third. Gallegos with the 0-2, breaking ball, and Quinn is all over it. It's going to be a base hit in the left center. Tinsley, strong throw to second, will keep Quinn over there at first, but it's an RBI single, 3-0 Legends.
Now batting, center fielder, number 23, Logan Musey.
So back-to-back base hits, and now runner on first for the leadoff hitter, Logan Musey. Runners on the move. Stanley, strong throw to second, and Roan, the second baseman, unable to reel that one in on the bounce. It's a stolen base for Josh Quinn.
Gallegos having a tough start to his day here. 3 runs have already come across the plate, so runner in scoring position with nobody out. Still nobody warming up for the Seagulls in the bullpen.
1-0 on Musey.
Legacy also a little light on pitchers today.
Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Strike one.
3 games on the weekend where they all lost. Used a lot of arms.
Musey from Henderson, Nevada, went to Liberty High School and is a junior at Brown University. Only 48 at-bats in his 2 seasons at Brown. Just a 146 average as that pitch misses somewhere. I'm not quite sure where that one missed. 2-1. Don't want to, bash the home plate umpire or anything, but that one looked pretty middle. Here's the 2-1. And it's flared to the shortstop home. He'll make the catch. And 1 gone here. Seagulls find their first out. Quinn still at second. And here's Evan Bilter, the right fielder.
Evan Filter.
Bilter, who walked and scored the lone run in the first.
Bilter 0 for 0 today. He walked and scored. Ground ball to second. Roan flips to first. 2 are gone.
So 2 pitches for Gallegos, gets 2 outs. The runner does advance.
2 gone. Quinn moves up to third.
Designated hitter, number 32.
So now 2 outs and a runner on third for Jordan Crawford, who singled in his first at bat.
2 outs. It feels like this Legends side really good at scoring runs with 2 outs. He looks at that one.
Like a changeup, misses low and out. Jordan Crawford came in today hitting .435, 4 doubles,
Wrapped up a year at
and 6 RBIs.
252. RBIs, a few extra base hits. Continuing that
Cutter in there.
summer. Looks at that one.
Strike 1. Big spot here. Gallegos trying to get out. Already 2 runs surrendered in this frame, 3 in the ball game. This is some good chance for damage control. That one down the middle, swing and a miss from Crawford. Now 1 and 2. Gallegos still looking for his first punch out. Good time to pick up your first. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Gallegos with the strikeout. 2 runs in here for the Legends. It is 3-0 Menlo Park as we go to the top of the third here in sunny San Mateo. Make sure to join us on Thursday, July 4th at 5 o'clock at Arnold Field in Sonoma, California against the Sonoma Stompers. And fireworks show will occur after the game there at Arnold Field, obviously on that July 4th evening. And no better way to spend your July 4th evening than at the ballpark watching the San Francisco Seagulls. I will have the broadcast for you, albeit it will just be radio, as we are not allowed to broadcast video at Arnold Field in Sonoma. Logan Hart set to lead it off, hitting ninth today. Hart, the 6'3" left-hander from Houston, California, went to Turlock High School, in which he was a 2-sport athlete. Played football and baseball. He was a wide receiver. Spent 2 seasons at Modesto JC and is now committed to Cal State Fullerton for the fall. Swing and a miss at the 2-0 fastball. Now 2-1. Gets another swing and a miss on the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 misses. 3-2. So first batter here in the third, and Hart works a full count. Here's the 3-2, misses way outside. Ball 4. Leadoff walk And we'll see if that can ignite some Seagulls offense as they are in dire need. It's a hot day, and you would think the bats would be hot as well. Matt Moreno digs in, struck out swinging in his first at-bat to lead off the ball game. He squares one around, could be a bunt single. The catcher, Shore, on to first, and he's in there safely. So it's a bunt single for Matt Moreno. He placed that one really well in between the pitcher and the catcher, just out in front of first base, just out in front of home plate, and a little bit down the third baseline. Shore, good footwork, and the throw to first just late as Moreno, who is headed to LMU for his freshman year, beats that one out. Here's Shane Stanley with runners on first and second. He squares around, but he's unable to get it down. Strike one. Stanley was hit by the first pitch he saw in his first at-bat. That one runs up and in, misses in 1-1. Stanley, Lowell High School, 2 years at CCSF and transferred to University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The 1-1 misses low, and Lewick having a little bit of command issues here in the third frame. 2-1, runners on first and second. This one is hit out to left center field, and this one will get down. Left fielder Avila will field it, but Hart is coming in to score. It's an RBI double for Shane Stanley into deep left center field, and the Seagulls are on the board, 3-1. So Stanley all over that one, and still nobody out. And now runners on second and third as Moreno digged into third on the double. So 2 runners in scoring position for Kai Holm, the leader in runs batted in for the Seagulls. So seems like you wouldn't want anyone else up in this spot. Swing and a miss. Good slider there from Reese Lewick. This is Lewick's third start of the game. He did pitch a complete game earlier this summer. That one gets under the glove of Treese, the third baseman. 1 run comes in to score. It's Moreno. Stanley held up at third. It's an RBI single for Kai Holm. So back-to-back hits, and the Seagulls are cooking here in the third. Runners on first and third for the center fielder, Josh Algerin. Hit .348 at Ohlone with 19 stolen bases and drove in 25 runs in 40 games. He was named first-team All-Conference as a freshman at Ohlone. First pitch catches the outside corner, strike one. Josh appeared in 54 games in high school at Kings Academy as he takes that one outside. Career .383 batting average as the fastball way upstairs. He had a .623 slugging percentage and 154 career at-bats in high school. And 15 doubles, 5 triples, and 4 homers Swing and a miss on the cutter. 2-2.
Nobody out here.
2-2 count. Runners in the corners. And this one into right field. It's another knock and another RBI. This one from the bat of Josh Algren. We're tied 3-3. A walk and 4 straight hits, and that's how you wake up the bats, as this offense was dormant in yesterday's loss. They've already doubled their hit totals here, and we're only 2 innings in. Still no outs here in the third. So Stanley comes in to score. Holm moves up to second. So runners at first and second with nobody out. The assistant will go out to talk to Lueck, the right-hander. Came into this one with over 19 innings pitched and a 2.29 ERA and 20 strikeouts in 19 2/3 innings pitched. This being his 6th appearance, his 3rd start. And like I said, he did have a complete game earlier this summer. First pitch to Nav Sundar, who's starting at first and hitting 5th today. Lands strike 1. And this one, he's all over, and it will get by the left fielder Avila. Holm comes in to score. Runner Algren digging for 3. He's in safely. Sundar up to second on the throw. 4-3 Seagulls. Still nobody out. So that'll fire up the dugout, as the Seagulls are absolutely rolling right now, as a bullpen catcher and a arm hustle down to the home bullpen, trying to get loose, as the Seagulls have been all over the Legends starting pitcher. Lordier, this one down the line, and this will get down. 1 run comes in to score. Nav held up at third. It's another RBI and another single. Lordier drives in the 5th run of the ballgame. 5-3 Seagulls. First baseman Emmett Finney is barking out to the Seagulls dugout, who have been loud here in the top of the 3rd. Clearly hyped about their success. And now the umpires will come together with Coach Dom and head coach of the Legends, Chris DeBoo, who is also the pitching coach at USF. So already 1 warning was given out to Coach Dom. Landry ejected in the 2nd. So umpiring crew has had a problem early in this one with just the Seagulls who have been communicating, and first base umpires really ticked off at Coach Dom, who had a temper and calm tone while speaking to him the whole time.
Chirps getting louder and louder from the dugout. We've already seen 1 ejection.
Wow. Wow. And, I mean, home plate umpire shaking his head, clearly upset with the Seagulls, who have not directed any of their cheers or comments towards the opposing team. It has simply just been cheering on their guys, and hard to blame them when they were just able to muster 1 run off of 2 hits yesterday. And they've dropped 4 straight games, so this has been a long time coming, this offensive onslaught here in the 3rd, as they've put up 5 runs on 6 hits, 6 consecutive hits. And still nobody out. That one misses low. 2-0 on Roan. Roan trying to join the party. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Sundar at third. Lordier at first. Trying to catch myself up with my own scorecard here as Roan lunges at the slider outside. 2-2. Nightmare of an inning for Lewick as he steps off with Lordier dancing over there at first. Here's the 2-2. Slider. Roan just swings over the top of it, fouls it down the third baseline. Roan put together a long at bat when he reached to first on the pop-up that was dropped by the third baseman, the lone error for the Legends so far. Slider outside, 3-2. So Lueck walked the first batter of the inning, being Logan Hart, and then it was single, double, single, 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 single. And here's the 3-2. Lordier caught off first as he was trying to get a big jump, and he's picked off for the first out. So heads up play right there from Lueck as Lordier was jumping around over there. Here's the 3-2, and it's popped into right field. We'll see if it's deep enough for Sundar to tag. He's going to fake the tag. The throw is going to go up the line, and Sundar would have been safe because Shore was unable to field it cleanly, but you can't really tag up there on a short throw like that. The right fielder was in pretty shallow. So now two are gone after the pickoff at first and the fly out to right. Lewick quickly finds himself with two outs as in steps Andrew Tinsley. He's getting his first at bat. He came in for Isaiah Landry, who was ejected after he struck out looking at all three fastballs. Went down on 3 pitches. And that's sort of what erupted a lot of this back and forth between the umpires and the Seagulls and some of the Legends players. 1-1 on Tinsley from Frisco, Texas. Swing and a miss on that one, 1-2. Tinsley, one of the guys who was recruited to the Seagulls from Coach Dom's time at Murray State JC. Him, Ethan Roan, and Will Ellis all went there. Slider this time, he stays back on it, but maybe stayed back on it a little too long. Hits it down the right field line, foul. 1-2, 2 gone, and a runner on third. Here in the top of the third, already 5 runs across on 6 consecutive hits before the pickoff at first and the fly out to right. The 2-2. Great eye from Tinsley. That one just misses. He was thinking about offering at it. Instead, it's another full count. Back-to-back full counts here. The 3-2 and ball 4. Misses way outside. Went with the slider on the 3-2 pitch, and Logan Hart, who led off this inning with the walk, will come back up here in the same inning.
Now batting, right fielder, number 7, Logan Hart.
So the Seagulls bat around. 5 runs off 6 hits and a couple of walks. Runners on first and third with 2 gone. This is the lowest in the batting order that Hart has been placed. And sort of a highly touted prospect coming into the summer for the Seagulls, with a couple of fantastic seasons at Modesto and now going to play D1 baseball at Cal State Fullerton. His bat has sort of been a slow to begin the summer, coming into this one hitting 154. Plays good defense in right field. Good arm, and helps contribute to that speed, as the current defensive outfield with Aldrin in center, Tinsley in left, and Hart in right. Hard to find another better defensive outfield. 0-2 with 2 outs, and he fouls this one back. Long inning for Reese Lueck. Hart now 7 runs on the year. Pops this one out, and third baseman Treese will run out of room. 6 RBIs for Hart this summer, and 7 walks. Battling here. Runners on the corners with 2 gone. Here's the 0-2, and he fouls another back. So 3 straight fouled, all to the same spot, really, over the visiting dugout. 0-2, and they're going to say he went around, and that's a tough call. Coach Dom, I mean, he might get ejected right here, and that is brutal. Brutal. No appeal down to the umpire, and yeah, he's going to get tossed, and for good reason. That is a brutal call behind the plate. And we will head to the bottom of the third. 5 runs come across here for the Seagulls in this chippy matchup between the Seagulls and the Legends. Back on the other side here in San Mateo. Bottom of the third, and the Seagulls offense were in a slumber for the last few games. Just 2 hits, 1 run mustered yesterday, and the day before that against the Alameda Merchants, they blew a lead in which they were not able to really get anything going in the last portion of the ball game. But they erupt in the top of the third. 5 runs on 6 hits, and 6 consecutive hits, including a double from Shane Stanley. And this game's flipped on its head. Was 3-0 Legends, now 5-3. Gallegos with a couple of runs to work with out there. And he faces J.P. Avila, the left fielder, who flew out to left field in his first at-bat. The 0-1 from Gallegos. Foul tipped. 0-2. The 0-2. Did he go around?
There's the 1-2.
1-2 on Avila. Gallegos looking to pick up where he left off. Striking out Jordan Crawford. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped. Caught by Stanley back there. It's back-to-back strikeouts from Gallegos dating back to the second inning.
Really shutting things down here to start the third.
Now batting, first baseman.
One gone here in the bottom of the third, and that'll bring up Emmett Finney, the first baseman. He singled in his first at-bat. He's 1 for 1.
Yesterday's win. One out, nobody on.
And this is a hard ground ball down the third base line. Scoots just foul of the bag. Oh and 1, 1 out for the 6'4" right-hander. And wow, drops in a beauty right there. Big curveball there from Gallegos. Gets the inside half of the zone. And here's the 0-2. Goes back to it and rung him up. That's 3 straight punch-outs for Owen Gallegos. And there's 2 gone here in the home half of the third.
Now batting, second baseman, number 15, Kevin Shea.
Here's Kevin Shea, the second baseman, trying to break up this groove that Gallegos is currently on. First pitch fastball dots the corner, strike 1. I mean, Gallegos is in a whole nother mode right now. It's what you call a rhythm as a pitcher. And sort of entering the zone of a flow state as an athlete. And, I mean, Gallegos absolutely in the zone right here. 0-2, swing and a miss. Strikes out the side after the Seagulls put up a 5 spot, and that's 4 straight punch-outs for Gallegos. Dugout is fired up, and wow, we go to the top of the 4th. 5-3 Seagulls. This is the energy that fans have been looking for the last week.
Number 15.
5-3 Seagulls here at College of San Mateo as the shadows starting to break here. And Matt Moreno, leadoff hitter, set to pick up his 3rd at bat as he leads off here in the top of the 4th. Takes a look at strike 1. Starting pitcher, Lueck, still on the mound. Looked like he was going to roll through after the first 2 frames, but got touched up in the 3rd. This one into right center, shallow right center. Right fielder Bilter will come in and make the catch for the first out. So in steps Stanley,
The catcher, number 34.
who is 1 for 1 today. He was hit by the pitch in his first at bat and then hit an RBI double in his second at bat. Wow. That one runs behind Stanley. And
Unbelievable. I haven't seen anything like this summer so far at CCL.
I mean, that one was like 2 to 3 feet behind Stanley. And Stanley's pacing back and forth, clearly frustrated. The home plate umpire is going to issue a warning to the Legends. A warning was already issued to the Seagulls, but that was before head coach Dom was ejected in the third inning. So assistant coach Max Lopez, who just finished at Simpson University, will take over as skipper with Coach Dom ejected from this one. Fly ball to right field from Stanley. Bilter will come in and make the catch for the second out.
Frustrating if you're Stanley. Now there's been some
2 gone here in the fourth, as we have not had a game quite like this. Now, things may be brewing over, as there has been, obviously, with any competitive sport, there's chirping back and forth. But this one, I mean, from the jump, after Landry struck out looking in the second and was ejected, things have really been chippy since. And, I'm sitting right behind home plate. Couldn't hear or make out what Landry told the home plate umpire, but for him to be ejected like that so early, he must have had to say something. Home down swinging. Lueck strutting and feeling himself as he steps off the mound. And we go to the bottom of the fourth, and lots of entertainment so far in this one. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bad blood between these two teams so far, and hopefully me saying that will help the YouTube algorithm and draw in some Swifties. That's a pretty good audience we could draw in here. But no, the Seagulls and Legends, it's 5-3, and it has been chippy back and forth. Tension is high between these two teams. And if you're just joining us now, Landry ejected in the top of the second after he was struck out looking at 3 fastballs. A couple of them were definitely questionable. And then Coach Dom received a warning for trying to defend his player who got ejected so early in the game and didn't say anything, didn't erupt physically with his body language. Not sure what he said, but had to be, you would think, must have warranted him being ejected so early into the ball game. Max Short flies out to left field, and here's Kanan Treese. He singled and came across to score in his first at-bat. Takes a look at a ball, 1-1. One and one with 1 out. Gallegos misses high. Ball 2.
Originally from Riverside, California. 2-1 to Treese. High, ball 3. Good job getting ahead of the count here. Great job by Treese, and saw a lot in that kind of thing where Gallegos would just come to strike zone and get them down.
3-1 on the Legends third baseman. Coming in, hitting 188. He fouls this one. Treese, 6 for 32. This is his 12th game of the summer. 5 runs, 3 doubles, 4 RBIs, 5 walks, couple of hit by pitches, and a stolen base. This is sort of a hanger, but he gets on top of it, grounds it to short, home on to first for the second out. So 1 across in the first, 2 across in the second, but Gallegos suffered a first base runner the second on an error, throwing error by third baseman Matt Moreno, and then it was a single and then another single, but then pop-up, ground out, strikeout, and then the third struck out the side and has now retired the first 2 hitters and gets in front of Quinn 0-1. So he's retired the last 8 batters and has 4 strikeouts in that span. Here's the 0-1. Popped up, and Gallegos looks like he's going to retire 9 straight in order. So he is absolutely on a roll right now as we head to the 5th in this highly tense and chippy game in San Mateo. It's 5-3 Seagulls. Top 5 as the Seagulls lead the 9-8 Menlo Park Legends, who are currently second place in the North Division. Josh Algren leads it off with a grounder to second. Shea on to first, and one is retired on one pitch.
Good fourth inning. Gets a quick out one there here at the top of the fifth.
Now batting, first baseman, number 27, Pranav Sundar.
Well, Lueck, who looked like his evening might be cut short after that third inning in which the Seagulls were all over him, bounced back with a 1-2-3 frame in the fourth, retires the first hitter here in the fifth. And the first pitch to Nav Sundar is over strike one. Sundar 1 for 2 today, a single and a strikeout. He was stranded at third in that third inning. Takes a look at ball one.
Good bounce back between.
This one popped up, and Finney, the first baseman, sliding grab. Wow, what a play by Emmett Finney as he makes the sliding catch in foul territory. The 6'4" Finney, who just finished up at Chabot, went to Ohlone as well. Two of the better Northern California community college baseball programs. And the fly ball to right field off the bat of Lordier. It's a quick 1-2-3 frame for Lueck as we go to the bottom of the fifth. And wow, one of the shorter innings we've had here so far this summer. Four innings for Gallegos, now headed into his fifth longest outing of the summer, as he's been brilliant the last three frames, retiring the last 9 batters he's faced. Gave up a few runs early in this one, but has been spectacular since. Logan Musi, the leadoff hitter, set to lead it off here in the bottom of the fifth. He's 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a pop out. Gallegos, through 5 appearances this summer, had 7 innings total. So is not primarily known for going deep into games. Again, the Seagulls had an opener yesterday in Garrett Plata, who just went a couple innings. Here's a fly ball to left field. Tinsley ranging back, and he makes the catch. What a play by Andrew Tinsley in left field as he leaps up and snags that one for the first out. And, I mean, if you're a pitcher for the Seagulls, normally a fly ball hit like that and you're holding your breath in angst hoping that your outfielder can reel it in. But with this outfield, it's almost a sure thing. Grounder to third. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Fly out to left, ground out to third. And you would assume Jordan Crawford will take this one all the way, as a 3-pitch inning is about as bad as it gets for an offense. And if you're Gallegos, I mean, you kind of just groove one down the middle. Misses that one low.